take 237. And action. Okay, so I'm not going to give an intro like welcome to my channel and all this cool stuff because 1, this is my first video. 2, I probably won't post this. 3, I've never done this before. 4, it's a little weird. 5, I'm just not that professional. But anyways, so what we're going to be doing today, I post a lot of recipes that I've made up myself, that I've got, you know, from cookbooks and put my own twist to. I post a lot of it on my Instagram and Snapchat. And people ask me all the time for recipes. A bunch of people on my Snapchat, you know, oh, Sarah, you're so funny. Oh, Sarah, that stuff looks so good. Why don't you try to make a video about it? And me being the person I am, well, I'm home and I'm bored with a screaming toddler. Don't worry, she'll be in here shortly. You know how kids are. They sense things. She hasn't been in here all day. As soon as I brought my phone in here, she said, what are you doing? She's 4. So I'm sure she'll be in here shortly. So yeah, I am making a recipe that I kind of thought of in my head. So I thought, since everybody on my Snapchat asked me to make a video, not just for, you know, actual learning how to cook purposes, but I guess some people actually find me funny. Did get class clown my senior year of high school, 2011. It's pretty enjoyable. One of the greater accomplishments of my life. So what we're going to do is, I've got 2 packs of chicken here. They were about $4 a piece, right around that. And just chicken tenders. The actual tenders. You can use breasts, whatever. I've used almost 2 whole packs. I've got 4 tenders left. I'm gonna feed that to my dog. I have a pit bull. If this video goes decent, or if I get bored again, I might make another video about what he eats. He eats all raw. I've just literally cut this up into chunks. So, I'm going to rinse it off. I didn't rinse it before I cut it. I know, sue me. So I'm going to rinse through this real quick, and then I'll show you what else we got going on. Pardon the messy kitchen, but it's a kitchen with men. Granted, I live here with 2 grown men and 2 toddlers. Plus, my brother stays here sometimes, so it's not gonna be the cream of the crop. I don't have a fancy, nice YouTube kitchen. We're doing this straight from single mama, backwoods, country, golf, whatever my look is for the day. That's what we're going for. Most of these meals are inexpensive too that I cook. I don't know if that's important, if that matters to anybody, but you know. Also, sorry, I look like a homeless old man today. Okay, so what I've done is, let me see if you can see this. I've got some boiling water right here, and yeah, I just got some boiling water going. Oh my lord, look, I've messed it up now. Messed it up now. So, don't judge me. I wish I had actual chicken broth, because it would make this a lot better, but I don't. So, don't be judging me right now either, because I be seeing, I got this little thing on my Instagram. Yeah. I don't know. Where they be playing, they be using ramen noodles, showing all these Asian recipes. Don't drop that in the water, by the way. They show all these Oriental recipes, I guess is the proper terminology. Anyways, I don't know the vicinity of where they come from. But they be showing the things they be doing with these ramen noodles. I say, you know what, my kids love ramen noodles. If y'all got toddlers, y'all already know. It don't matter. I don't care if you're Donald Trump's toddlers. Everybody loves ramen noodles. Everybody loves ramen. 25 cents a pack. I got these 10 cents a pack on sale. Just Get whatever flavor you like. I do have a recipe for some shrimp flavor too. That involves real shrimp that we add in on it. So we're going to pop them down in the water. We're going to pop them down in the water. Can I get the, can you see me? I can see me. Can you see me? Okay, so now what we're going to do, we've got this right here. How to noodle it. We've got this right here. You don't have to use one like this. I'm sure you could use a regular frying pan. But I just like this because I'm so messy in the kitchen. When I get in there, look at the flick of my wrist. I be throwing stuff over the sides, so this really works well for me. So, I'm going to use a little bit of oil. This is just here in the kitchen, extra virgin olive oil. Doesn't matter what kind you use. You can use that cheap stuff, canola. You can use Great Value. You can use organic, whatever you want. You just want to coat your pan some. It ain't going to be real dramatic. You know, just thought of. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Yes, ma'am. Well, what do you need, honey? What do you need? I'm not, you and George have eaten 10 of those like crackers sticks with the dipping cheese. That's what I'm doing right now, so go back in there, please. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so I've coated with oil. I do like oil. That's just to help keep the pan cleaner. Not gonna lie to you, it has nothing to do with taste because I don't like an oily taste. I'm a carbs person, okay? I tell people all the time, my handle is Pudge Bunny. This Pudge is all natural, okay? This Pudge was not bred, it was built, okay? It was made with a lot of carb loading, a lot of sugars and sweets. It was just, I'll put a lot of time into this frame right here. So, what I remember that I'm excited about, I do cheat when I cook sometimes. It costs a little bit more, and I shouldn't do it. Boom, these toppers right here, this is exceptional. Some grocery stores have these, some don't. I don't know why. Now, I could have got a regular onion and got the same amount of product for like 69 cents, and I did pay $3.22 for this. That's a little outrageous. I know. But when you've worked all day long, you got to come home and listen to a man clean up after toddlers and 2.5 grown men and a dog. Plus, we have hermit crabs. I'm about to get a pet mouse. I used to have rats, but now I'm gonna get a mouse. Anyways, so what we've done is we coated the pan. We put a big old butter in there. Like I said, I don't do measurements. This is minced garlic. You see how big this jar is right here. I use this every day when I cook. Garlic is good for you. It's a natural antioxidant, and I'm sure there are other healthy things that I can't think of, and I'm not going to pretend that I know to make me sound cool, but garlic's yummy. I got too much. Like a little is enough for me. I got too much that time. I'm sorry. Let's just come back to this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a little, you don't need none of the juice. You know? That's probably actually a teaspoon, because this is a tablespoon. So, you know, just pop it down in there. Drop it like it's hot. So you've got your oil has already coated the pan. You have got your melted butter. You have got some minced garlic in there. And now all you gotta do is heat that sucker up. I have it on like a medium-ish, medium-low heat. Is that a thing? Everybody always says medium-high, but did they say medium-low? That's like it's not really medium, but it's not low. It's that level where it's right in between medium and low. Anyways, that's what it's on. I'm going to swoon that around some just so the flavors and everything coat in there. Do you see that? How good that looks? And look at that melted butter. Watch it just run across the pan. Watch. Boom. And just get that garlic distributed through there. And another thing that you're going to want to do, don't forget about your noodles. If you're not a good multitasker, I'm not. If you're not a good multitasker, you have to be very careful with what you cook. Okay? You want to make sure your noodles are still doing okay. We're going to turn them down. I had them on high so I could get them boiling. They are boiled. They are soft. They're still a wee bit al dente. And so we've still got them in there. We've turned them on low. Both packets. We're going to use these. These don't go to waste. This is the good part. Just dump them in there. Y'all don't need to see this. This ain't nothing special. We got them in there. We're going to mix that up some. We're going to keep it on low so it simmers. Yes. Regular ramen noodles, right? Now, I just stepped on a chunk of ramen noodle I didn't know was in the floor. So now there's noodles. Mixed vegetables. Sorry, my camera's backward. I need to be able to see myself. I don't know how people record the opposite way. Of course, they probably have cameras and I'm using a phone. But like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm not a trained professional. I'm not a trained non-professional. That's all this deliciousness I'm in here cooking.
Are you cooking my noodles?
I'm cooking a little bit of everything.
That smells good.
And we have been pre-approved by the toddler. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. I love you. Okay. Make sure you have a can opener that works. That's a little tip. Little tip from the peanut gallery. And look, see, now I'm over here doodling with this can, trying to get this Dumaflacher to work, because I got one of these cheap can openers with the little tiny handles that hurt your hands. Like, look at that. What in the Dollar Tree? Yeah, I hurt my hands. And I don't know if you can hear, because I don't even know how good my speaker is on my phone. It's a Galaxy S10, so it should be decent for the money that I'm paying for this thing. But, yeah, I've got my garlic good and cooking over here. It's starting to get a little light brownish. And I'm over here fiddling with this can. That, my friends, is how stuff gets burnt. Okay, so we're going to pause. I finally got the can open. In case if anybody was wondering, we're going to pull this off. We're just going to slide the chicken down in here. Now, there's still water in my chicken. There is hot oil in this pan. And you know what that says? Accident. That says burn. Drain this water out one more time. And then we're just going to slide it. Boom. I know what you're thinking. I keep saying I'm not a professional, but I'm acting like it. I'm just fast. That's like the cook. Drain the juice from our can. I'm starting to think with my small piece of ADHD, I wouldn't be good with my own cooking show. I'll let you decide. But I drained the water out of here. Noodles. Do it slowly. Do it close to the thing, because you do not want that hot juice popping on you. Now we're going to stir that in there again. Now remind you, this is still on simmer. So we're just mixing these noodles this juice, the mixed vegetables. We're just doing what we need to do. We got our chicken in here with our garlic and our butter and our oil coated pan. I'm just using the same spoon I used for the butter and the garlic because we all know when we get done cooking and then we stuff our face, we really don't have time to be washing dishes. I don't have a dishwasher no more. I have to do it all by myself. So we're gonna let that let that chicken cook a little. You know what? I think I have one more thing we can randomly add to this recipe, maybe. Y'all, the devil is a lie. Boom. Mushrooms. This might be good. So we've got mushroom. We've got onion. We've got fresh cilantro. Cilantro. Alejandro. You know, I'm gonna be responsible and I'm gonna wash a dish real quick. I know there are a lot of them. But we're letting that get all cooked and shit. We've got everything cooking. We got everything going. Now's your downtime. Wash dishes to keep it chopped, diced, whatever you need to do. If you're adding something else with this and you need to prep it, now's the greatest time so you don't burn everything. Because we've all been there, we've all done that. You know what I forgot? You know what I forgot? Nothing. I'm probably not going to post this video. I'm already like just having full-blown anxiety about it. You know what I mean? You ever just looked at yourself and thought, you're not funny, you're not enjoyable, you're not all that. Hopefully I can edit this. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to edit some stuff. And I'll edit 90% of this out of here. But we're going to let that cook up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do this as an actual soup or if I just want to do it as like a noodle dish and just let it simmer in the broth. I don't know if I just want to leave it so, you know, whoever's eating can decide. I haven't got that far yet. Of course, I myself like to test theories about food out, so I guess I will decide which one I think is going to be better. And we'll see how it goes from there. But you can alter this dish in any way you want. Like I said, I mean, I think people that don't know how to cook, that are really just scared to cook. It's an experiment, honey. You're not raising a child, okay? Like, get in there and play with it. Buy some cheap ingredients that aren't going to break the bank. That if you do, you know, mess up and it doesn't taste good, well, yes, you may be starving and have to eat it anyways. Or, yes, you may have, you know, lost $12. Start small. Start small. You know, soups are the easiest thing to make. Noodle dishes, pastas. I mean, come on. They're delectable. They're fulfilling. They're like the easiest thing to make. I literally just invented one of the best spaghetti recipes ever, and my family can attest to that. They're not biased of me either, trust me, because they pick on me a lot, and they tell me the truth about a lot of stuff I don't want to hear. But even they were like, okay, hands down, one of the better spaghettis that I've ever had. And let me tell you what, it was the cheapest pasta recipe, the easiest pasta recipe. I might actually go ahead and film a tutorial of that, because if you want to, feed your man, or if you want to surprise your girl on the anniversary and cook her dinner instead of taking her somewhere, or, you're trying to have a romantic Valentine's Day, or just a romantic Tuesday, or you're broke. 2020. Coronavirus, presidential elections, wars in Mexico's border, whatever else you can think of. Baby, I am, honey. Yeah, I can only go so fast. I can only cook this chicken so fast, okay? But, I did a tutorial on that, because you can't mess it up. Literally, you cannot mess it up. Stirring this chicken, making sure it's getting cooked real good. And what I'm going to do is, I don't like using, now I do, don't get me wrong, I'm not discriminating. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I will use it. The peppercorns, and the grinder is my favorite. Trying to see if it told what all exactly is in here. It doesn't, but I'm just going to pop a little of this on there. A lot on there. Now, typically, put some salt on there too. It doesn't matter what kind. I have like a Himalayan rock salt that I use a lot for. It's in this little, just cause it, I don't know, makes it look fancy. You can use this kind. You can use whatever you want. Now, if I did not have a toddler that was here tonight, my son is not here, he's at his mama's. If Camila were not here, I would probably add a little cayenne pepper, or a little Creole seasoning on this chicken. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I do have a poultry seasoning. It's like a premix of basically a little bit of everything. You can season your food with anything, okay? And I'm so sick and tired. One of my friends posted the other day talking about, it was a meme. They said, oh, Karen, this chicken is delicious. What did you season it with? And of course, Karen replied, mayonnaise. Okay, first of all, I love mayonnaise. Okay, it's very fulfilling. It's a very thick, rich substance. And I can make some comments for people that don't like mayonnaise, especially the men. It's not very appropriate. And I'm going to keep this potentially PG-13. But mayonnaise is good, and you can use it for a lot of stuff. But people, any people, whoever you are, people that do not identify as people, aliens, horses, cats, dogs, a rocking chair, whatever you identify as, if you are cooking, do not be scared to season your meat with whatever you got. Onion powder, garlic powder, any type of herbs. I love herbs. Basil, oregano. I mean, I did try to use mint leaves one time as an experiment. I'm not a mint fan, so I should have known better, but I wanted to try it. It was an experience. It was really an experience. But yeah, don't be scared to season your food. I mean, you can use whatever. Don't just throw some chicken in a skillet and leave it there. Put something on it. Okay, now like I said, I don't measure. This is how much is left. I'm just going to dump some in there. I mean, you're going to know if you like a lot of onion. You're going to know if you don't. So, I mean, I didn't use that much. It was like maybe to right there. I would say maybe a tablespoon and a half. Maybe 2, pushing it. So I'm going to dip them in there. I'm going to go ahead and use all these shrooms. Let me make sure these are good. Let me make sure these are good first. You don't want to poison your family. Check dates. Check dates. January 28th, 2023. Alright, so just know, if there's a zombie apocalypse, you're good on mushrooms if you find them. On the can of mushrooms, don't even check the date, just eat them. You're not going to want to get the mushroom juice in there because for some reason, mushroom juice ain't like pickle juice. It's just not good. It's not good. It doesn't even taste like mushroom, which you would think it would since the mushrooms have been soaking in it, but I promise you it don't. If you don't believe me, try it. I can see it now. Somebody walking up in the kitchen, you're sitting there drinking mushroom juice. Kyle, what are you doing? Having a sip of mushroom juice. I feel like this video is going to be so long, but, I mean, cooking takes time. You can't, you know, necessarily... Maybe if these videos do take off by some crazy chance, I could, like, do different segments. 5-minute meals, cheap meals, expensive meals, big meals, little meals. Big family meals, small family meals. This is all cilantro. It's my favorite. My mother hated it. Oh God, my mother hated it so bad. She tried to trick me one time because I usually put cilantro in everything. If I have fresh cilantro available, I put a little bit in everything. And she hates it so much. If she sees it, she will not eat whatever the food is. So I started getting smart and I started putting it in at the beginning. So throughout the process of cooking, it would actually, you know, what is the word I want to, it would cook down some. So you couldn't really see it. It wasn't as noticeable. Well, she got smart and figured out that's what I was doing. So basically after that, every dish I cooked, she would just look at me and be like, oh, there's cilantro in this. I'm not eating it. You know, just to laugh and tease me. But she hated cilantro so bad. She was a weird woman. A great woman, but a weird woman. I miss her. But that's a different story for a different day. You know what I'm saying? It's not a story nobody wants to hear while they're about to stuff their face. Alright, so I just put a little bit in there. I'm not going to overdo it today. Besides, I'm going to keep some in case if I decide to make this into a stew or into a soup. So, we have added cilantro, we have added onions, we have added mushrooms. Our noodles with the broth and the vegetables still simmering, and we're going to give it another minute and then we're going to figure out how we want to plate this and what we want to do. Okay, so I'm back. I had to get a little drink. Milk's good for your bones. So my daughter's starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and plate hers. The chicken's pretty much done. Depends how cooked you like your stuff. So I mean it's, you know what I mean, it's there. So I am going to plate hers. We'll see what that looks like, and then I'm gonna fix mine as probably like a soup just to see. So, I've already got some noodles. Don't hate on the Barney plate. I've already got some noodles. Just, I'm using tongs because it's just easier than trying to scoop crap out. Trying to make it look like it was plated properly. You know, so I get a good review. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for her. She's not going to eat a lot. Boom. Boom. You could technically top it with something if you wanted to. Maybe cheese. You could probably even do a little sour cream. That might sound weird with the noodles, but so let's see how she likes it. Okay, so my other video cut off. Because like I've stated multiple times, I'm not a professional and I don't know what I'm doing. We just played at hers. Let's see what she thinks about it. Mamacita! Come here, baby. Here you go. Give me just a moment. So she wasn't excited about having carrots, but this is what it looks like plated. She did end up eating all of it except the carrots, and she said she liked it. This is what I did with mine. I had mine as more or less a soup, and it was actually really, really good. So try this and comment and let me know what you think.